Imagine waking up to a bone-chilling winter morning, only to find your greenhouse transformed into an icy wasteland. The once thriving plants, nurtured with months of dedication, are now lifeless under a blanket of frost. This nightmare scenario is all too real for gardeners when winter storms and power outages strike, leaving crops vulnerable to the harsh cold. How can you prevent this devastation without relying on electricity or gas? The Amish community has long mastered the art of heating greenhouses using natural and sustainable methods. Their techniques not only keep plants warm, but also eliminate the need for modern, energy-dependent solutions. In a world increasingly focused on reducing carbon footprints, their methods offer practical, eco-friendly alternatives. This video dives into how the Amish use ingenuity and harmony with nature to create warm, thriving greenhouses during the harshest winters. Whether it's by harnessing sunlight, leveraging thermal mass, or employing clever designs, they ensure their crops survive and even thrive despite icy conditions. This isn't just about tradition. It's a testament to resourcefulness that modern gardeners can learn and benefit from. Ready to discover the secrets to a self-sufficient greenhouse? Let's explore how to turn nature's forces into your greatest ally. The Amish have perfected the art of utilizing the sun, a resource that's both free and endlessly reliable, as their primary heat source for greenhouses. By carefully aligning their greenhouses to face the southern sky, they maximize exposure to sunlight throughout the day. This method, known as passive solar heating, doesn't rely on any machinery or electricity, making it an incredibly sustainable solution. Research shows that a well-designed passive solar greenhouse can reduce heating costs by up to 50%, even in regions with harsh winters. The principle is simple. Sunlight streams through transparent materials like glass or polycarbonate, warming up the interior surfaces such as floors, walls, and plant containers. These elements then act as thermal masses, absorbing and retaining heat to be released gradually as temperatures drop at night. The Amish go a step further by incorporating innovative designs into their greenhouses. Features like angled roofs are carefully calculated to optimize sun exposure during winter when the sun is lower in the sky. Additionally, double-layered walls or insulation materials trap warmth effectively, much like a thermos. According to studies from the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, NRL, double-layered glazing can improve heat retention by approximately 30%. Making it a cost-effective upgrade for any greenhouse enthusiast. Even on overcast days, the Amish design ensures every photon of sunlight is utilized efficiently. For example, dark-colored surfaces inside the greenhouse absorb more heat, a fact supported by physics. Darker materials absorb up to 90% of solar radiation compared to lighter ones. By leveraging these proven techniques, the Amish have shown how working with nature rather than against it can yield remarkable results. For anyone looking to reduce reliance on electricity while maintaining healthy crops, the sun provides a dependable and science-backed solution. The Amish approach to greenhouse heating isn't just about capturing heat during the day, it's about storing it for the long, cold nights. They achieve this through the ingenious use of thermal mass, materials that absorb heat during the day and release it slowly as temperatures drop. This technique acts as a natural, low-maintenance heat battery, ensuring a consistent, warm environment for plants. Materials like water, stone, and bricks are the cornerstones of thermal mass systems. Water, for example, has an exceptionally high specific heat capacity, meaning it can store large amounts of heat without rapidly changing temperature. A 55-gallon barrel of water placed inside a greenhouse can radiate enough heat to stabilize the temperature overnight, reducing the need for additional heating sources. Studies from the U.S. Department of Energy, DOE, highlight that using water as thermal mass can reduce heating energy consumption by 20% to 30%, depending on the greenhouse design. The Amish often line their greenhouses with stone pathways, dark-colored bricks, or large clay pots. These materials not only provide structural benefits, but also function as reliable heat absorbers. Physics supports this practice. Dark-colored materials can absorb up to 70% more solar energy compared to lighter surfaces. This simple choice optimizes their ability to collect and redistribute heat efficiently. In colder climates, integrating thermal mass can reduce temperature fluctuations by 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, creating a stable microclimate ideal for plant growth. Additionally, the release of heat from these materials at night prevents frost damage, which is critical for winter crops. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity and sustainability. Unlike electric heaters, thermal mass systems require no maintenance or energy input beyond initial setup. By employing these techniques, the Amish demonstrate how leveraging fundamental scientific principles can create eco-friendly and cost-effective solutions for greenhouse heating. When it comes to sustainable heating, the Amish have unlocked a powerful ally: compost. While most people associate compost with enriching soil, it also serves as an effective natural heat source. Through the process of decomposition, organic materials like food scraps, leaves, and manure generate significant heat, a practical, eco-friendly solution for maintaining warm temperatures in greenhouses during winter. The science behind compost heating lies in microbial activity. When organic matter decomposes, microorganisms break it down, releasing energy in the form of heat. Research shows that well-managed compost piles can reach internal temperatures of 130 degrees Fahrenheit to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to combat freezing conditions. This heat can be harnessed by strategically placing compost piles along the greenhouse's perimeter or even incorporating compost bins within the structure. The Amish skillfully balance their compost piles with the right mix of greens, nitrogen-rich materials like vegetable scraps, and browns, carbon-rich materials like straw. Studies have shown that a 30:1 carbon to nitrogen ratio is optimal for maximizing heat production while minimizing unpleasant odors. Properly aerating the pile further enhances microbial activity, ensuring a consistent and sustained heat output. Beyond warmth, compost offers dual benefits. As the material decomposes, it transforms into nutrient-rich soil that can be used to fertilize crops, creating a closed-loop system. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, using compost as fertilizer improves soil health and can increase crop yields by up to 30% over traditional methods. By utilizing compost, the Amish not only reduce waste, but also create a sustainable heating method that aligns perfectly with their self-sufficient lifestyle. For modern gardeners, this approach is a reminder of how even everyday materials can serve dual purposes, making greenhouses more efficient and environmentally friendly. Whether it's warming plants or enriching soil, compost proves itself as a true multitasking marvel. For the Amish, keeping heat inside a greenhouse is just as important as generating it. This is where their clever use of insulation and windbreaks comes into play. These strategies create a protective barrier against heat loss, ensuring their greenhouses remain warm and efficient even in the harshest winter conditions. Windbreaks, such as strategically planted rows of trees, shrubs, or hedges, are the first line of defense. By reducing wind speed, these natural barriers significantly minimize heat loss from the greenhouse. Research by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, reveals that well-placed windbreaks can cut wind speed by 50%, reducing energy loss by 20 to 30%. Beyond practicality, these green walls also create a microclimate, slightly elevating the temperature around the greenhouse. To further prevent heat escape, the Amish employ simple yet effective insulation techniques. Straw bales are a favorite choice due to their affordability and insulating properties. The trapped air within the straw acts as a natural barrier, keeping the cold out and the warmth in. According to studies, straw bales can provide insulation with an R value of R30, making them comparable to modern insulating materials. After winter, the straw can be composted, adding yet another layer of sustainability. Plastic sheeting is another tool commonly used inside Amish greenhouses. Double layers of clear plastic create an air gap, which acts like a thermos, trapping heat while allowing sunlight to enter. Research from agricultural institutions indicates that this setup can reduce heat loss by up to 40% compared to single-layer systems. The Amish also capitalize on darker heat-absorbing surfaces inside their greenhouses. Dark stones or walls absorb sunlight during the day and slowly release heat at night, creating a steady warmth. Physics confirms that dark-colored materials absorb 70 to 90% of solar radiation, significantly enhancing heat retention. By combining natural windbreaks with simple yet efficient insulation, the Amish demonstrate how practical, low-cost solutions can protect greenhouses from the cold. These methods are a testament to the power of thoughtful design and resourceful thinking, offering valuable lessons for anyone seeking to maximize greenhouse efficiency. The Amish understand that not all plants are created equal when it comes to surviving winter's icy grip. Their success in maintaining productive greenhouses through the cold months lies in selecting crops that are naturally suited to withstand low temperatures. By cultivating hardy, frost-resistant varieties, they ensure their greenhouses remain abundant and efficient regardless of the season. Cold-hardy crops like spinach, kale, carrots, and beets are staples in Amish greenhouses. These plants are biologically equipped to endure freezing temperatures, often using unique mechanisms to protect themselves. For instance, kale becomes sweeter after a light frost as it converts starches into sugars to prevent cell damage. Research from Michigan State University confirms that frost can enhance the flavor of kale and other leafy greens, making them a preferred choice for winter gardening. The Amish also employ succession planting, a method where crops are sown at staggered intervals to ensure a continuous harvest. This approach not only maximizes productivity, but also prevents gaps in supply during colder months. Studies have shown that succession planting can increase overall yields by up to 25%, making it an efficient strategy for year-round cultivation. In addition to plant selection and timing, the Amish often use protective structures like cold frames to shield their crops from extreme weather. These mini greenhouses trap heat from sunlight and maintain a stable microclimate around the plants. Cold frames can increase soil temperatures by 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, allowing frost-sensitive plants to thrive even in harsh conditions. By focusing on frost-tolerant crops, strategic planting, and protective methods, the Amish showcase the power of thoughtful crop planning. For gardeners in cold climates, this approach offers a practical, science-backed solution to extend the growing season and ensure a steady supply of fresh produce throughout the winter months. The Amish have long relied on simple yet effective tools like cold frames and hotbeds to extend their growing season and protect crops during the coldest months. These low-tech solutions harness natural heat sources to create a stable environment for plants, making them a cornerstone of sustainable winter gardening. Cold frames are essentially mini greenhouses designed to trap and retain heat from sunlight, made from materials like wood or metal frames with transparent covers of glass or plastic. Cold frames protect crops from frost while allowing sunlight to warm the interior. Research from Penn State Extension shows that cold frames can raise internal temperatures by 5 to 10 degrees Celsius compared to the outside, creating a microclimate where crops like spinach, lettuce, and herbs can thrive even in sub-freezing conditions. For added insulation, the Amish often line the base of their cold frames with straw bales, which can further reduce heat loss. Hotbeds, on the other hand, generate heat from below using decomposing organic matter. A traditional Amish hotbed is built by layering fresh manure or compost under a bed of soil. As the organic material decomposes, it releases heat, warming the soil and the plants above. According to agricultural studies, well-constructed hotbeds can maintain soil temperatures 15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit higher than the surrounding air temperature, making them ideal for starting seeds early or extending the growing season into late fall and winter. Combining these two methods, the Amish often place cold frames over hotbeds, maximizing both solar heat and decomposition warmth. This dual approach creates a consistent environment where even tender plants can survive harsh winters. Moreover, the decomposing manure or compost enriches the soil over time, providing a natural, nutrient-rich base for future planting. By utilizing cold frames and hotbeds, the Amish demonstrate how traditional methods, paired with basic science, can create efficient, sustainable systems for winter gardening. These techniques not only reduce reliance on artificial heating, but also align with principles of self-sufficiency and eco-conscious farming. The Amish way of life offers an inspiring example of sustainable farming, where simplicity, resourcefulness, and harmony with nature form the foundation of their practices. Their methods for heating greenhouses without relying on electricity exemplify their commitment to self sufficiency and environmental stewardship, offering valuable lessons for modern agriculture. At the heart of their sustainability philosophy is the idea of working with what is available. For the Amish, this means leveraging natural resources like sunlight, compost, and windbreaks to create efficient, cost effective solutions. Instead of using energy intensive technologies, they rely on ingenuity and time tested practices that have been passed down through generations. This approach not only reduces their ecological footprint, but also ensures resilience against challenges such as power outages or fluctuating energy costs. A key aspect of their greenhouse heating methods is the use of renewable and recyclable materials. For instance, straw bales serve as insulation during the winter and are later composted to enrich the soil. Similarly, compost piles provide both heat and nutrient-rich soil, demonstrating how every resource can be repurposed for multiple benefits. This cyclical use of materials mirrors the principles of regenerative agriculture, which aims to restore and enhance the ecosystem rather than deplete it. The Amish also prioritize durability and low maintenance in their designs. Their greenhouses, often constructed from wood, glass, and other long-lasting materials, are built to withstand harsh conditions without frequent repairs or replacements. This contrasts sharply with the disposable culture prevalent in modern farming, where short-term convenience often takes precedence over long-term sustainability. Another remarkable aspect of Amish farming is their emphasis on community and knowledge sharing. By maintaining family-owned farms and passing down agricultural techniques through generations, they preserve a wealth of practical knowledge that aligns with ecological balance. This tradition ensures that their methods remain effective and relevant, even as environmental conditions change. It also fosters a deep connection to the land, reinforcing their commitment to its care and preservation. The simplicity of Amish greenhouse heating methods also serves as a reminder that high-tech solutions aren't always necessary to address modern challenges. While many gardeners and farmers seek out complex, expensive systems to keep their greenhouses warm, the Amish demonstrate that natural principles, such as passive solar heating, thermal mass, and composting, can be just as effective. These methods not only save energy, but also eliminate the need for costly equipment and ongoing utility bills. In today's context of climate change and increasing energy demands, the Amish approach holds valuable lessons for sustainable living. Their methods encourage us to rethink our reliance on artificial systems and explore ways to work in harmony with natural processes. Whether it's adopting compost heating, planting windbreaks, or optimizing greenhouse orientation, these techniques can be adapted to a variety of settings, proving that sustainability is accessible to all. Ultimately, the Amish remind us that simplicity and efficiency go hand in hand. By embracing their ethos of self-reliance and respect for the environment, we can cultivate a more sustainable future, not only for our greenhouses, but also for the planet as a whole. Their practices serve as a timeless blueprint for living lightly and purposefully in a world increasingly shaped by environmental challenges. The Amish lifestyle offers profound insights into sustainable living, particularly when it comes to innovative methods of greenhouse heating. Their approach is not simply a relic of the past. It is a testament to the enduring relevance of simplicity, ingenuity, and a deep understanding of natural systems. By examining their methods, we uncover practical, adaptable solutions that align with modern goals of reducing energy consumption and living harmoniously with the environment. One of the most compelling aspects of Amish greenhouse heating is their philosophy of doing more with less. They achieve exceptional results without relying on advanced technology or external energy sources. Instead, they employ strategies like passive solar heating, thermal mass, compost heating, and natural windbreaks, methods that are both cost-effective and eco-friendly. These practices challenge the notion that high-tech systems are the only way forward, showing that a return to nature can often be more efficient and sustainable. The Amish commitment to resourcefulness is another key takeaway. Every material they use serves multiple purposes, reinforcing the idea of closed-loop systems. For instance, straw bales are not just insulation, but also a future source of compost. Compost piles provide heat while decomposing into nutrient-rich soil. Even the placement of their greenhouses, strategically oriented to maximize sunlight, demonstrates their careful consideration of natural resources. This ability to repurpose and optimize reflects a mindset of minimal waste and maximum efficiency. Their practices also emphasize resilience, a quality that is becoming increasingly important in the face of climate change. Amish greenhouses are designed to function independently of grid power, making them immune to energy shortages or price fluctuations. By relying on natural processes, they ensure that their crops can thrive even under adverse conditions. This self-sufficiency is a powerful reminder of the importance of building systems that can withstand uncertainty and change. Community and tradition play a vital role in sustaining these practices. Knowledge is passed down through generations, preserving a wealth of agricultural wisdom that has been refined over centuries. This tradition fosters a collective responsibility for the land, ensuring that it remains fertile and productive for future generations. It's a stark contrast to industrial farming, where short-term gains often come at the expense of long-term sustainability. For modern farmers and gardeners, the Amish offer a blueprint for rethinking how we approach greenhouse heating and agriculture as a whole. Their methods are not limited to small-scale operations. Many of their principles, such as leveraging natural heat sources and designing with efficiency in mind, can be scaled up or adapted to various contexts. These techniques remind us that innovation doesn't always mean complexity. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. As we face growing environmental challenges, the Amish Way serves as a call to action, to work with nature rather than against it, to value sustainability over convenience, and to prioritize the health of the planet alongside our own needs. Their practices are a timeless reminder that progress doesn't always mean leaving the past behind. By integrating their methods into our lives, we can create a future that honors both tradition and innovation, ensuring that our greenhouses and our world remain thriving, resilient, and sustainable for generations to come.